You need a chair. You can use that suit. You can use that if you need like a table, the little suitcase. Yeah. Testing, testing. Testing, testing. I'll wait. Yeah, we'll wait till it's. Yeah. Slow down. Oh my God. Right.
Okay. Okay. Thanks. That was years ago, secondhand. Take care of it. It'll last a long time. Okay. Are we ready? Good morning, everyone. Good morning.
I mean, I'll be moving a lot. Don't put it on the chain. That's all I gotta say. Yeah, don't put it on the chain. I move a lot.
You know what? I'm gonna get the.
Can everyone hear me out there? Everyone hear me in the back? Okay. Hey, did we get the live stream going? Okay. Thank you for joining me. Good morning. Yeah, it's great to be here. First, before we get started with everything, let's give a shout out to Nicole Underwood. There she is. Yeah, we appreciate the special musical guest setting the tone for the day, right? Absolutely uplifting. I love it. My name is Prescott Perez Fox, and this is the Phoenix chapter of Creative Mornings. So thank you all for coming, for jumping out on a Friday, coming in early. And it's great to be back. I missed you last month. I started a new job, and so, I had to take a week to get settled. But it's great to see you. We got a good venue here, filling up those seats, which I always love to see. Let's move right through it. We'll get to the programming and the rest of the morning here. So here's how the agenda is going to go for today. We have the intro and the thanks, which I'm already doing, our main talk with our speaker, and then the Q&A to follow. Then we're going to have our 30-second shout-outs, 30-second spotlights. Oops, I didn't change that. This is kind of our live action classified. So if you have a job opening, if you are in need of help for something, if you're trying to team up, etc., you can shout it out to the room, and we will try to make that connection and make the network work, as it were. And also, if you have an event coming as well, that's number 4 coming up around town. If you have an event too, you can tell us about it. And in both those cases, make sure you give me the details so I can write it down and send it in the wrap-up email. Because otherwise, it's like, wait, what was that? Oh, it's gone. And then we'll do a photo at the very end. So if you can stay for the photo, that's always appreciated. Okay, Creative Mornings. First of all, who's the first time here at Creative Mornings event? Okay, just a few. That's good. Lots of repeats. Welcome, welcome. This is a global endeavor. It happens locally in each chapter around the world, but there are cities and chapters, as you can see, everywhere. Anyone know the total number of chapters? Want to hazard a guess? 133? 134? 250? Okay, you're getting close. It is actually, let's see if the thing clicked. It is actually 255 chapters across 70 countries. which is great. And some chapters are coming back. I think we recently got St. Louis back and New Orleans. They've kind of revived, which is great. So if you're traveling, look up where another event is happening. It's often on Friday. It's usually on a Friday, but it's not always on the same week of the month. So, this is the 3rd, some are the 4th, etc. Look it up. Have some fun in a different city. Yeah. So aside from the folks who've been here for the first time, who here has made a friend at a Creative Mornings event previously? That's good. That's what we want to get that to a 100%, right? And then who has made a business connection or a productive endeavor through Creative Mornings? Just a few? Okay. Has anyone found romance through Creative Mornings? It's not the main goal there. I mean, as for me, I did have I don't know what you want to call it, a lengthy courtship that ultimately did not go my way. But lots of good stories. There's half a screenplay about it.
They've got the other half.
What's that?
They've got the other half of the screenplay.
I suppose. It's all good. It's all good. She lives in Nashville now and has 4 kids. Anyway, thank you to our global sponsor. Our global sponsor is Adobe. They have signed up. Yeah, snap it up, snap it up, snap it up. Acrobat, After Effects crashing the computer, and Claudia, get an image of those like 3 screens. So, who uses Adobe on a daily basis? Some Adobe product. Yeah, absolutely. We appreciate that Adobe has come on for the 2nd year as a global sponsor. And so Adobe's partnership really helps the HQ keep the website up and running, have a full-time staff, put on events of their own, and it's great to have them as a partner as well. And let me tell you about a few Adobe-related things. Release Day is coming the 29th of May, and this is a global effort to essentially launch a side project. And if you haven't heard it from us yet, I apologize, but they've been rumbling about it for like 2 or 3 months, that trying to celebrate everyone's eccentric little project, which for mutual accountability will go live on the 29th. There's another slide coming up at the end, and we could talk more about it. But here's another one, Level Up. And this is a blog series, a video series on the Creative Mornings blog, all about creative practice and business. And season 2, or the next cluster, is on now. So it's on Creative Mornings website. If you don't catch them live, they're recorded there. They're going to be up for several months at least. It's actually a really good series with some expert speakers. So especially on the freelance and solopreneurship side of life, check out the series there, Level Up. It's sort of sponsored by Adobe as well. Okay, let's move into the local sponsors. And we have 3. AIGA Arizona, our long-running sponsor and supporter for the breakfast and coffee. Corey's here from AIGA Arizona. Anyone else a member here? We got a couple members. Yeah, great. We have the Sunny Slope Studio Tour. That is always tough to say. Christina's here. And then we also have Adobe, believe it or not, through our local partnership. Remember, we did the Create Now a few months ago. Adobe thanked us for our participation in that event. You remember, you might have checked in with Muse and Erica at that event. And they have given us some money to maintain our coffee and breakfast lifestyle the past couple of months at a local level. So we thank them again. And thank you to the host venue, Ignite, sparked by Better Business Bureau. Is Faustine here? She's downstairs? Okay. Well, this is the second time, or this is, I think, the 3rd time we've been here, 2nd time in this room. And so we appreciate them supporting small businesses and local endeavors and ideas and speakers. And we got a great little room here. I like when we have tables like this. It creates multiple small conversations, which we appreciate. And I think, I don't want to speak for Faustine and all the details, but if you're interested in the space or the programs resident here, we can get you those links and you can follow up with these folks. They're really friendly. So grab the business card, have a little conversation as you leave. So thank you again to Ignite. And thank you to our volunteers. Yes. Raise your hand if you're one of our volunteers. Yeah. Okay. I didn't put you in, Brandon. So some of us are not here today, and that's okay. We can cover for each other. Raquel is on assignment, And who else? Eddie is on assignment with having lots of small kids at home. and Amelia as well couldn't be here today. But you will see these folks. We are you. We are the community. And if you'd like to join us, we're always interested in having some help, especially in actually putting your hands to good work. Social media, newsletters, websites, sponsorship. If you want to test out some ideas on organization and execution, come try it here. There's very low stakes because we do it. Whatever happens, we're going to do it again next month, so we can fix it, right? If you're interested in volunteering with us and being part of this little project, come find one of us or just reply to any of the emails that you received, right? Oh, Faustine, you want to say something about the firm? Come on up. I'll go back.
She grabbed me. I was helping somebody. I try to do a lot of hats today. So, but my name is Faustine, and I work with BBB. I'm the Community and Business Programs Director. Do you guys know much about BBB? First time here. How many have been here? This is your first time. Oh, yay. So welcome. We have 6 meeting rooms in this space here. We also have a podcast studio, and then next door we have an event space and a video production studio. So if you want to create content, looking to start that podcast, please think of us. We have affordable rates. And then if you're part of a nonprofit organization, you also get 4 free hours every month too. So, and if you're accredited with us as a member, you do get 8 complimentary hours per month too. So, but I'm here to talk about our BB Breakthrough program. So this is an entrepreneur program. It's about 12 weeks long, this one. It's in person. Classes start June 24th. But we have tons of speakers that will talk about tons of topics from financial literacy to marketing to AI. But it graduates about 30 people this time. So we're only accepting about 40 businesses, graduating about 30 just because some people, they drop out and things like that. But what's really neat about this program is at the very end, when you graduate and you have homework, so as long as you do your homework, you graduate, you do get $1,000 micro grant to help your business. So some people use it for like Facebook ads. They help find like their first intern to hire, but it's a great program. And then this time, it's our first time offering free childcare. So if you're a parent and you didn't want to go because you can't find anybody, we have free childcare. It's on site. We're partnering with First Things First, so they are certified, and then watch your kids while you learn too. And we'll feed you every single night too. So, but it'll be tons of fun. I hope you apply, or if you know of anybody, I'll leave flyers outside. Or if you have questions, I'm at the front desk too. So, I'll hand it back to you.
Grab a flyer on your way out. Volunteers. And I think the manifesto is coming. Okay. The Creative Mornings Manifesto. Now, I mentioned this is a global endeavor, and we are unified by our words, as it were. The manifesto, we have a little tradition where we read this to the room just to remind ourselves of kind of the core of the essence here. And we're going to invite Ashley, a former Creative Mornings speaker, to read the manifesto as you can see it on screen. Ashley, you can come up. Do you have it on? Do you want me to get it on the phone, or you want to read it from the screen? It's on the computer here. Yeah, right here.
Yeah, I can see.
Okay.
I'll be able to see it.
Am I standing in front? There you go.
Okay. All right, is everybody ready? We got this together. We're going to get the vibes right. Giovanni's coming up soon. We love Creative Mornings. BBB is amazing. So this is the perfect time and day for the manifesto. So let's do this together. Everyone
is creative.
A creative life requires bravery and action,
Honesty and hard work.
We are
Here to support you, celebrate with you, and encourage you to make the things you love. We believe in the power of community. We believe in giving a damn. We believe in face-to-face connections, in learning from others, in hugs and high fives.
We bring together people who are driven by passion
and purpose, confident that they will inspire one another and inspire change in neighborhoods and cities around the world. Everyone is welcome. All right. Okay. Thank you for that. If you'd like to read in a future session of ours, let us know. You can see that wasn't too painful. I apologize to the people on the live stream. I only read like every fourth word because I was trying to think like, oh yeah, okay, yeah, hugs, yeah. It's like, okay. Okay, now this month's theme. Every month there is a global theme, and so chapters all over the world do their interpretation of the theme. The speaker will give a presentation that incorporates his or her vision of that global theme, which is really interesting. And today it's create. And weirdly, there was never a create before, even though the whole thing is Creative Mornings. So we're, celebrating the theme here. You can see the illustration by Anna, what is it, Grego Giorgio? Forget her name. I can't read. I didn't wear my glasses. So this is actually animated if you've seen it on the blog or on the website. Beautiful image. And today we're going to hear our speaker, Giovannie, talk. Oh, here's the animation. Bloop. It just keeps going around and around day and night. Yeah. Today's speaker is Giovannie Dixon, and we're going to bring him up to talk about his interpretation of create, how he creates. I'll give him just a little bit of a bio, and I'm sure he's going to dive into his method and madness. So, born and raised in Los Angeles, we can forgive him for that. Giovannie is a Jamaican-American multidisciplinary artist and muralist, self-taught artist who began his career by exploring spray paint in the streets of Phoenix. Giovannie has expanded into public art projects, large-scale commercial and residential murals throughout the U.S. Okay, that's an enticing start. I want to bring up Giovannie and hand over the mic. Okay. Yeah, man, of course. You got your mic?
Yeah.
Okay.
So.
There you go.
So I'm here somewhere. All right. Hello, everybody. Hello. My name is Giovannie, as he said. Bear with me. I'm not like the greatest of speakers. Look at that. I'm already pulling my mic out of my pocket. But I want to have some fun, talk to you guys, share my story a little bit. So when they reached out to me and asked me to be a speaker and the topic was create, I thought it was funny just because my Instagram handle is just created it. It's something I'm always kind of leaning into. I've never wanted to put myself into like a box of what I am or what I can do. Even though that's how I started my career, because I wanted to just get to being good at it already. So I ended up becoming a full-time spray paint artist within 3 years of learning and like picking up a spray can for the first time. 3 years later, I was full-time artist. Don't ask me how I did it. I was literally just head down trying to figure it out and having fun with it. That was the biggest thing about it, was just to continue to have fun and learn a lot. So now we are about 8 years in now, 5 years full-time. I'm still learning how to create, if that makes sense. Like, I started with spray paint. I almost put myself in this box. And then I started to realize, I was like, all right, there's still more I need to learn, still more I need to do. So what do I need to do to get out of this box? Or what are the other things that I want to do? As I kept going and figuring things out, I ended up opening that box and starting to get into more sculptural work stuff, still learning, even like just curating. I feel like it's its own little art form, and it takes time to create those types of spaces and those types of opportunities. So right now I'm focused on doing a mural festival and trying to bring that to life, because I feel like as a street artist, that's something that we need here right now. So yeah, bear with me as I try to get through this. I didn't have a straight up speech, but I wrote some notes down, and I'm gonna try to stay on topic because, like I said, the word is create for today. And I thought, as someone that is I believe everyone is a creative, and I love the manifesto that we just read too, because I always think that. I'm always just like, bro, everyone is creative in their own way. So every time I'm at a wall or I'm painting a mural and someone comes up to me and they're like, man, I could never do that. Man, I can't even draw a stick figure. Man, I'm just like, bro. I was like, I promise you, you are creative. I don't preach as much as I used to. I feel like when you first start, you kind of be like, nah, man, you got this. You could paint too, I swear. Like, I just started. I would always try to be excited to try to convince them and like encourage them. But now I'm like, I'm over it. maybe it'll be another time where I do it again. But I'm like, right now, I'm like, it's you right. You probably ain't got it. I don't know. Like it's been a long time. I've been through this too many times that it's like I don't know how many times I can try to go over this. But no, I really do believe everyone's a creative. So when those moments happen, I wish that people just recognize or like, and nowadays, right, with social media, everybody's like, oh, I want to see the process and da 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 da. So I think that's like the new version of people being able to be inspired and be able to see themselves within different artists and what people are doing to get there. So so that is kind of cool. But yeah, I always want people to know that like you can do this. Like if you really want to do it, you put your mind to it, you can do anything. I believe that wholeheartedly. Especially with me, someone that I learned how to spray paint. I learned how to do art in general on a wall with a spray can. That's probably one of the craziest ways to start painting and actually learning a medium because it's such an explosive medium. Like you don't really ever have control. There's certain points where you're like, oh, I think I got it. Let it be hot outside, and that can starts to expand, and the pressure is crazy. Now it's spraying everywhere. So it will humble you a lot and very quickly. But yeah, so yeah, I believe everybody is creative. I believe there's power in being creative. Like there's something about when you're being creative, it's almost like you're taking your power back, or you're learning to find your power within it because this is your voice. Like whatever that medium is, whether it's speaking up here, some people are good at it. Not my forte, but whether it's you actually painting with brushes, whether it's you, being like being poetic with it, being a singer with it. So it's like I feel like there's power in it, and when you find that for yourself, because everyone's different, you move differently. You start to appreciate things differently. You look at yourself differently. You start to show up differently. So I think there's very much power in it. And I think everyone should, in some way, shape, or form, looking to find their creative outlet, find their ways, find their voice within something creative. Even if you work in a regular 9 to 5, you can be creative in that too. I used to do construction. I think that was probably the first time that I like realized creativity was everywhere. And if that makes sense, like I was a framer. I'm building up houses, and it's really just wood and tools, right? But then there came to moments where I realized like we would have to try to fix this area of a wall of a house. So we have to tear this wall down, and now there's vents, there's wiring, there's all these things inside there. So I started to look at it and I'm like, dang, I could sit here and build this wall so many different ways. And that's when that phrase, there's a million ways to skin a cat. I don't ask me why. That's the one that came to mind. It's just the one that hit me. It stuck with me still to this day. But that's what it came to my mind. I was just like, man, I'm literally staring. I'm like, it's not that difficult, but it kind of is. Like you literally have to make sure this is opening, this is okay here, measure this out, that. So I was like, but I can do this in 10 different ways. And I feel like that was like my first like realization that it's like creativity lives everywhere. And just even the word create is funny in general. I looked it up. I think this is the first time I actually looked up the word create. It's part of my process a lot of times when people give me a scope or a prompt. I'm like, all right, let me see what the words that they're using, and I'm like, all right, let me see what I can come up with. Then I look into the actual definition. Sometimes I look into like the etymology of the word just to see where it goes, just to see what opens up for me and what direction I can take it. Maybe there's parallels, maybe there's entendres I can play off of, whatever the case may be. But when I looked it up, I was just like, man, it's a very expansive word. There's a lot of words to define create. And I thought that in general because I asked myself, what does create mean to me? And I said everything. I don't know why. That was the first thing that popped in my head. So I was just like, all right, as I looked up the definition and just saw, as long as it was just 5 different sections of it. And it's just, but I'm like, okay, that's kind of cool to think that like, all right, create is this thing that I believe is so expansive that it's everywhere. And then I see this definition and I'm just like, bro, that's the longest thing of definitions I've ever seen when I look up a word, so it's kind of cool. It's just very broad at the end of the day. So it's there's so many ways to play off of it. And it's probably the one thing that we all are here to do. So it's like, if you aren't creating, what are you doing? And that's like, and if you are creating and you just don't realize it, maybe that's the other part too. So, but yeah, I think creating is freedom, man. There's it's freeing to get to this moment or space where you have an idea and you're just like trying to explore it, enjoy it, but it allows you to just like kind of let go of everything. And that's that moment where people say it's blissful, or I like to say it's meditative for me personally when I go to a wall and I'm just freestyling. It ain't got to be all that serious. Just have fun, let go. It's very freeing to me. So let me see what else I got. Let me see. So, okay. A lot of times I've wondered like what made me start creating is something I wanted to like share with you guys too. And at this point in life, let's go even further back. I'm a football player by trade, I guess you'd say. This is the first thing, that was my first love, was playing football. And I enjoyed being on the field. I enjoyed, that was my creative space. As I look back on it now, I wouldn't have said that back then. But you look at it, there's still creativity even in that world. That's how you move your body, how you read the spaces. It's really creating space is the name of the game. But yeah, I started off with football, so I never had this idea of being creative. I don't even think I've ever had conversations about creating really anything as I like try to think back on it. But that was my life until college. I played college ball. I went to ASU. That's how I ended up coming here. Technically, that's how I got my first times in Arizona was going to ASU. So ever since then, I always kind of been in love with Arizona. I've moved a lot, but we're here now again. But yeah, so that was my first thing was football. So I never thought about being creative until college. I was going to NAU at this time, and I got to a point where like football wasn't doing it for me anymore, if that makes sense. Like I wasn't finding the peace that football used to bring to me, because now when you play college ball, it's very, the politics are there now. It's very much business. And I really didn't know or really capture that at the point. At that time, I was just like, I just want to play ball. Like I just wanted to keep playing football, but it was real business. And I was like falling behind on the business side because I just wasn't recognizing it. I was just trying to, enjoy myself or whatever, be a kid still, I guess. But then I found actually Adobe Illustrator. My brother was doing this clothing brand thing, and I was just like, man, this seems kind of fun. It's my older brother, so you always kind of follow what your older brother does. And he was like, I'm doing this clothing brand thing, da da da. And he was showing me like designs, and I was just like, it's not really doing anything. I don't know what's going on. Like, and I was no pro. I had no like art background. I didn't take art classes. So it was interesting to like sit there and be critiquing it, but also thinking that I have like, and just coming up with ideas. And I was just like, oh, this is kind of cool. Let me try and figure it out. And so I ended up teaching myself Adobe Illustrator. And that's the first time I actually did anything technically art creative. Still did not know at that time that I was doing anything artsy or being creative. I was just like, it's just pastime. This is just like fun to me. So it was freedom. It was freeing again. So I was like, all right, let me do this. And I just kept doing it. I remember like going to sleep at like 4 a.m. in the morning, knowing I got class soon. And I would just be on there doing little designs and tweaking things and just finding flow in it. And I didn't understand what any of that was. But, I just kept doing it. And then I started my own clothing line. And then, like I said, still, it was just fun. It wasn't nothing serious. So I wasn't like paying attention to it as me being an artist or anything. But I would say that was probably the first time that I started making art, and I still didn't know. And then I found out, then I found art like spray paint at 27. So what is that? Probably 6 years later, I end up finding art for real. And I'm just like, okay, as I dive into spray paint and do all these things, I don't realize, and I'm like, oh, what I was doing back then was art. I was already creating, making work. So I did not like, but no one ever I guess highlighted it to that, because to to them or to everybody, even to myself, I was a football player. You're not gonna get no one's thinking about like, oh, let's help him do this, that, because it just seems like just random. It just seems like it's some fun thing to do. So it's crazy to look back and I'm just like, damn, like I was already creating. And I wonder sometimes if I was really creating back then, if somebody like pushed me in that direction, how far along I would be now. But I'm also still very happy with where I'm at as a creative in general. So I'm not too mad at it. But that's kind of my little, I guess, journey with creativity. And it's I guess it's still surprising to me because I didn't really realize that I had this in me. And a lot of people will say it to me all the time. Oh man, wait, you've been only 7 years. I thought you've been painting your entire. I'm like, bro, this just came out of nowhere, bro. I'm just getting started for real. As I can imagine if I was really doing it back then. But yes, let me see what else I got that I wanted to share with you guys. I think we're in interesting space right now, especially with AI. How many people use AI in here? Not too many. How many people hate AI right now? I'm in a crossroads right now. I don't I don't care for it when it comes. And it feels like so I'm at a crossroads with it. AI is very interesting. It's some parts I'm like, why? But then there's some parts where it's like this is good. But I feel like that's what everything that is new in the world. Um so I'm not too mad at it. I'm not mad. And then I believe there's good and bad to being creative. And why do I say that? Because I feel like I've shared all the goods, the things I love about it. But man, sometimes when you're too creative, you can almost create yourself that paradigm or that, put yourself in that box of just like not doing nothing because it's too many ideas now. I don't know if anyone else ever has that feeling. So I'm like, yeah. So I'm like, I always thought I'm like, I gotta share this, or I wonder if any other people go through this because I'm just like, yeah. There's moments where I'm just like, all right, bro, I can't do this, or I don't want to do it because now this idea is coming in, or you got to learn to be good at like structuring what ideas should come out. And I think that's like a hard point for me nowadays. I feel like I have too many ideas. I feel like I have too many ideas. And like I said, I'm still a new artist. I'm still growing, still learning. So even though when people see my work, most of y'all probably haven't seen it or have. But if you have, some people are like, man, it's amazing. You did. And I'm just like, that's cool. But I feel like I just learned how to be a robot. The real creativity is literally sitting there and being able to pull stuff out of you and really tell that story, really get those concepts out. And that's kind of where I am now. So I'm like, even though I could produce stuff that looks dope, I feel like something's missing right now. And I feel like that's where I'm leaning more towards being the storyteller through the work and the concepts that I can come up with and producing those to a degree that, still makes sense and registers, but also it just also elevates I guess, the technical skill that comes with it. So, yeah. I guess the last thing I want to talk about, I have this phrase I use, but I don't really put it out there often. And I thought this would be a good space to put it out there and talk about it a little bit. Maybe I'll start to do more with it. But I always thought of this idea, especially with this topic being create, I had the phrase "you create you," and there's always the idea that we can do anything we put our minds to, and there's something that I want to leave with everybody is that like, if there's anything you got from me talking today and hearing my little story, I know I was all over the place, but it's okay. But I will leave with you guys the idea that like you remember you have the opportunity to create the life you want to create, create the things you want to create. It all just takes practice and just keep doing it. It's gonna take its time. It's gonna take time. I'm still baffled at what I've been able to produce at this stage in my career as an artist, but I'm also like nowhere near the ideas and stuff that I feel like I'm going to do. So yeah. That's all I got for you guys today.
Oh, hang on.
Oh, Q&A.
Okay, yeah, we do have the option for some questions here. We have to keep the questions short. I think we have more than usual in the sort of follow up here. So just to comment on that point, I do this thing. What you were just talking about is what the psychologists call operational excellence. That you learn a new skill and you're like, okay, I sort of understand, but I understand enough to know I suck. And then you elevate and you're like, okay, now I really understand. And you achieve operational excellence. But then it's like, how can I use that to start expressing more complex ideas? And it's the same with music, right? You say you learn the piano, then you can learn the guitar. And you say, I can play the notes. Now I got to be interesting. Like now I have to express myself. And that's the lifetime achievement. So Yo-Yo Ma actually just wrote a book about this, like A Learner's Mind, I think it was called, just about the thrill of continually being a rookie. You know what I'm saying? And if you've ever taken a class in something that looks easy, like pottery or calligraphy, you're like, oh, they just go like this and it's done. And then you try it, you're like, oh boy, what am I into? And if you've ever tried to drywall a ceiling and make it smooth, not easy. That's all right. And your shoulders will tell you how bad you are. You're like, this is not working. Okay, let's get to the real questions. I'll come around the room with the microphone here. Okay, start with Ashley.
So I've been able to see your work over the years, but not everybody in this room has. And so I was wondering because those of us that have seen your work, we know how powerful it is, how good you are, how beautiful it is. We know where it is around the city, but since most of the people in the room don't know those things, I was just wondering if you could tell us, guys, I know most of it's on your Instagram. So if you could just tell us your Instagram again really quick while everybody gets out their phones or writes it down so they can follow. Yeah, so they can follow because it's really powerful. And now that we've heard you speak, and we can see your actual artwork on your Instagram, we'll be able to put it together even better because it's really powerful and really beautiful.
I appreciate you.
And you'll be able to see it all around the town too. So
yes, my Instagram is just created it. Yeah.
Okay. I think that should be on the event page. It should be in your bio, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, we saw a few more questions here.
For someone who would like to incorporate more artistic creativity in their life, what would your advice be?
Ooh, bring the heat over here. That's a regular question. Oh, my advice? I guess people don't be coming to me for advice. Hey, I'm like, just go do it. Hey, just go, just create. Literally, I mean, I think it would be baby steps and just starting with a medium that's interesting to them. It's just like, go ahead and just dive into it. I feel like when people ask me about spray paint, I'm always just like, I mean, we have a thing in the spray paint where we're like, okay, yeah, sure. But that one, there's always one in 100 that ends up doing it. And you're like, oh, okay, you really did it. But it also takes a mad person to start there and want to learn spray paint. If you already have a background in art, just pick it up and start doing it. But I feel like that's with anything. You start doing it, it's probably gonna be frustrating, but just dive into it or get around others that do it, that already do it. I think that's the best one I could give, because that's gonna be the talk. They're gonna talk shop the way that you need to learn and find the things and ask all the right questions.
Okay. All right.
I'll be quick.
We got one more. Yeah.
Can you share a little bit more about the mural festival that you're talking about, the details of that, and when's that going to happen and where is it going to be?
So the mural festival that I'm trying to put on is happening in like 2 weeks. It will be at the spot called the Paper Hearts Building off of Grand Ave, right across the street from the Egyptian, if you guys are familiar, but it's in downtown Phoenix area. But yeah, and it's a festival I'm trying to put on because, one, we have no mural festivals in this city, which is crazy to me, as we are like the 5th biggest city in the nation right now. So that's wild. But also, I feel like the art scene, especially street art, is being very much watered down, very generic work going up. The works don't speak anything. So, and I feel like a lot of the work is like been stealing creativity from the street artists versus giving them permission to actually flourish and say what they want to say, or flourish or show their style through their work. A lot of times they just want to control it all. So I think having a mural festival can balance that out. Y'all can still have all those cool murals while we can actually do the ones that like do the work that like matters. Because how I got started, I didn't get paid. I didn't go into murals because I saw the money. So a lot of people that get into it now and it's just money, money, money. They don't know how to give back. I still produce a lot of work that is free. I'm like, because this is for the community, this is for the culture, this is for the city. This is not for to line my pockets. Even though now I know I need to pay for stuff and live my life, I'm finding my own little balance through that. So,
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm afraid we have to move on from the questions, but I have one more question, which is, how do you feel about Kari Lake becoming ambassador to Jamaica?
Oh, what? I haven't heard about this.
Oh yeah,
I missed it.
Our favorite Kari Lake from Arizona is now becoming. She's essentially being exiled to Jamaica. And that's what Republicans do nowadays.
Oh my God, I did not know about this. I'm also not the best with the media.
Right.
Head down and in my own.
But it's like
world.
A Phoenix meets Jamaica story.
I mean, I'm gonna look it up now. Yeah. I could probably use that.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Thank you very much. We just have a little wrap up.
Thank you guys. Appreciate y'all.
Okay. We don't have a ton of time, but we do have a little bit for our 30-second spotlights. So remember, this is the sort of classifieds, the needs, the wants, the happenings, and requests. And if you have something, you can come up here or share the mic, and we'll get it. We'll get it recorded. It looks like Erica has her computer, which is helpful. And as you're coming up here, I have one, which is, does anyone have one off the top of their head? You could join me up here. Yeah, come on up. Okay, so for me, the first one, I got a new job, like I mentioned, and we're actually hiring. So it's called SPS Plus Architects, and we have a number of roles, in the world of architecture. One is a project accountant, one is a BIM designer, and I think BIM project manager. That's like building information modeling, like 3D modeling. I think there's an interior designer as well. There's several roles, and so if you're in that world or know someone who is, I'll put the link in the wrap-up email, and maybe you get yourself a new job working with me. Imagine that. Okay. All right. So introduce yourself and say what the request is, and then speak clearly so Erica can write it down.
Okay. My name's Chris Kolash. Some of you guys know me. I run the gallery downtown called First Studio, and we have every once in a while we host events there. We have the Downtown Chamber series, which does incredible chamber music throughout creative spaces in the Valley often. This on the 30th and 31st, I believe it is, we're hosting a couple really incredible musical events happening there in the building. There will be a whole new show of art there happening also. So if you like that kind of music, it's a really fun night full of art and incredible music. There's a few postcards out on the front desk or the flyer, or look up Downtown Chamber series and catch it this time or another.
Yeah. Appreciate that.
Thank you. And here's that.
Okay.
To have the information.
Okay. Let's keep going with the next one here.
Yes. Hello, everybody. My name is Max. This is my third or fourth event, which I'm very excited about. But to go with the theme of create, one of the best forms of creation that I feel like not many people are aware of is improv. Has anybody ever been to a live improv show? Yes, perfect. So I do improv comedy, and I have a really fun, clean and clever, family-friendly improv show coming up on June 12th. It's a Friday at 7 p.m. If you want to experience a form of creation through improv, please come to the show. And also, if any one of you want to explore improv for yourself, come talk to me, and I can hook you up with some really beginner-friendly resources.
What's the name of the organization?
So this will be at the Bridge Improv Theater in Mesa Riverview. Okay. Friday, June 12th, 7 p.m.
Okay. Thank you. But wait, hold on. Before you go, I have to give you this very heavy anvil. There you go. Oh, okay. Okay, we got it. Okay, 30 seconds each for the next few folks, right?
All right. Hello. I'm Brandon Tran. I'm a photographer and designer. My big request is I'm making a very, very big move. I'm moving to the Netherlands. So if any of you have any connections out in Amsterdam or the Netherlands, please let me know. I'm pretty nervous about the move. So like, yeah, any help would be very, very appreciated.
Definitely reach out to the chapter out there as well.
So this isn't for me. This is for a couple people in the room who this is their first time or they don't want to come up here and share, either one. But I just want to share, we have Alicia over here who has Chic Artistry Studio, which is right across the street from the Phoenix Art Museum. And it's a really great studio. It's not only an art gallery, but it also does workshops. You can host events. You can do all kinds of stuff there too. So if you want to connect with her or go visit, please go visit. And then we also have Antoinette Colley in the back who has a really great, she's an artist. She has a really great exhibition up at Mood right now. When is it going down? It's going down. Yes, I was going, yeah. It's going down. And then she has an artist talk tonight. The tickets are available at Antoinette Colley if you want to go to her website or to her Instagram. And the artist talk is from 6 to 8, and you just got to get your tickets, and there's a few seats left. And so if anybody wants to go to that, it's with her and her therapist about how they've been using art and expression as throughout the healing process and through the beautiful artwork that she does. So that's another great one too if you want to take note, if you want to follow Chic Artistry Studio and Antoinette Colley for all the amazing things that they have coming up. And also Muse, your very own Muse here. There's a lot of events with Chic Artistry too. So Muse knows a lot about Chic Artistry as well if you want to talk to Muse if you're here in the future.
Hey. Okay, thank you.
Hi, everyone. My name is Taisha, and I am board member at Art Hills, Arizona. And we're having on June 12th a theater camp with the foster kids. And it's going to be at the Herberger Theater. It's the website is arthillsaz.org, but I will also send you all the information.
Okay, thank you. And oh, two more. Okay.
Hi, my name is Lois Miller. When you came in today, you may have seen a bowl with some butterfly pins, and I make them. You are welcome to take, please. And I just wanted to say that I use a particular spray paint on them that I have discovered is wonderful. It's called Design Master, and it's made for the florist business. It's a little more expensive, but it has an extremely high acetone content, so it dries really fast. You might want to try it.
Yeah.
Okay.
In a well-ventilated space. There you go.
How do I follow up with that? Okay. Hi, everybody. My name is Nicole Underwood. I'm so happy to be here. If you want to say hi to me after, I'm going to play a little more music and then would love to mingle and meet with you. If you would like to see me perform on an actual stage, I will be performing with my friend Steve Wilcox. I forgot my flyer, so you're going to see from my screen here. It's called Perry Pancetta. It's going to be at Dirty Drummer June 13th. Tickets are only $12 for the Lonely Hearts and $16 for everybody else. And then I will be a guest speaker here in August for Creative Mornings. So hopefully I'll see you then.
We got you up there as well.
Cool. Thank you.
Okay, sorry, I'm going to back up. You didn't. It was her event there. Oh, now, in addition to the 30-second spotlight, we have a special request. We need some help being sponsors. And we're putting this out to the community. I know you all show up and do the hard work of helping each other. To keep this going, we are looking for a few moments of special funding for some upcoming events. July, we're planning to revisit the Newton, which is a great space that we were at last May, and they have the cafe attached right there with excellent food, but it's a little more expensive than our usual breakfast hall. And the same thing in September, we have a new venue to us that requires a bit of insurance, so we're going to have to outlay for that as well. And then our ongoing breakfast efforts, right? Once Adobe turns off the tap, I guess. So if you or your organization, actually, I forgot to mention Chris as well, who, if you've seen these branded water bottles on your table, Chris is his firm have set that up as a sort of in-kind donation. So they're helping out the cause here by bringing that water to the next couple of events until they run out, perhaps. So if you or your firm would like to sponsor us in these comparatively small amounts, we will absolutely appreciate that and give you the recognition and everything else. So if you'd like to be a sponsor, again, come grab one of us. Muse, are you leading that nowadays? And Muse specifically, or just reply to the emails that you get from us. We'll set you up. So and thank you in advance. Okay, coming up around town, I mentioned this. Everything will be in the wrap-up email for attendees, and that will probably go out tomorrow afternoon. I got to type it all up. It's a little bit of a thing, but don't worry about memorizing and getting all the links. I will send it to you, right? Type Thursdays returning. We skipped a month. It's going to be this Thursday. And I don't have the QR code, but it's going to be, they have an Eventbrite link. So you could just search for it or wait for the wrap-up email. Type Thursday at Dialogue in Phoenix. We've been there, downtown Roosevelt and First Street. That's always a fun one. I forget the three speakers, I forget who they are. Release day. This is coming up. Now, I didn't ask in the beginning, who is planning to participate in release day? Oh, okay. We got a few. You have who here has a project in mind that maybe isn't finished, but well, with 7 days, you might be able to pull it off. Anyone? Okay. I would say, look at what the global community is doing and be inspired by them. Don't compete with them, but be inspired and say, hey, maybe I could peel off a few hours and get this thing almost done. And that will be fun. And so maybe we can decamp this and do our own little version that next month, if you released something, a little eccentric product or side gig, whatever it is, you could tell us about it in the future. That could be your 30-second spotlight. You're just kind of sharing like that, right? I think we'll leave it there for now. But check out those links from Adobe, from Creative Mornings headquarters and everything. I'm curious to see what all develops out of that. Adobe, another one, 99U conference is returning. This was is originally created by Behance, and then Adobe acquired them and sort of took on the conference name. And it went away for a few years, and it's coming back. It is in person and online, and I believe the online version is a free broadcast. So we'll put that link, and you can find. Yeah, there it is. New York City and on. I really should get my glasses. New York City and online. And so the online version, anyone can watch and see the inspiration and motivation around creativity, which is kind of the essence of that conference there. And then I put a couple of these others up here. These are going to be in the email for sure. The film debut, the Tony Cade Bambara School of Organ. Oh, it's canceled? Well, it's tonight. It's always hard to promote tonight. ArtLink, there's multiple grants for ArtLink. So if you have a submission, you can earn some money back. Phoenix Oasis Press has the workshop coming up. Phoenix Fan Fusion. My students used to love going to that, dressing up like Pokemon or whatever. And that's coming up. And then Nicole's event, or the event she's performing at, is also around the corner in June. There's several more. People keep sending me things that are coming up. So check out that email tomorrow. Mostly tomorrow.
Okay.
We have dates, so save the date, October 23rd and 24th. It's going to be at the ABC Convention Center. Yep. And we will have more announcements, and we'll be unveiling the branding June 10th. Oh, okay. At Dialogue. And Prescott has the links in the email. It'll go to our Eventbrite page. Yeah. Get tickets today. For the town hall. For town hall. Yeah, there's going to be an AIGA town hall, which I just learned about a few hours ago. And but the link will be up there, so we can all join that. Our next meeting is going to be Sam Gomez on the topic curate. And this is another one that's like totally on brand. Erica's so good at these, of pairing the speaker to the venue to the topic. And Sam runs a gallery called El Sagrado in downtown Phoenix, right off of 7th Street, right by the stadium, the baseball stadium. Very cool little hidden place, renovated space. And it's an artist space and a workshop space. And he's the proprietor, so he's going to talk all about the venue and his work there. That's going to be a really fun one. It's going to be hot by June, so be prepared, I guess. I don't know why I thought of that. You're going to wonder if you're in the right location. Yeah. You are in the right location. Yeah. The storefront or the building facade is like really cool and
Don't go to where the Sagrada Galleria is in Google Maps. Like go to the address that it will be in the email, and because Google hasn't updated their location.
right.
Did they recently move from further south? Yes. Okay. Thanks.
Oh.
Okay, before we go, as always, I mentioned the wrap-up email. You got to sign up for it. So our email, we send a minimum. We send basically 2 a month, and then if you're actually an attendee, we send you the reminder about the parking and stuff, and then we send you this wrap-up email. That's it. So we do not sell it. It does not go to some corporate overlord. This is our chapter, but you have to sign up specifically for the chapter email. So if you attend an event, you are not automatically enrolled. So those of you who are here for the first time, you're not automatically on the list. You have to manually sign up. That's the European rules. We kind of do that on a global scale. But sign up so we can let you know when the next thing is coming, right? We'll see you again. And then this is your homework, as always. Next time you come, bring a friend, make a friend, and even tell a friend. It's not on there. I should get AI to fix that for me.
Add it in there.
Okay, and the last thing here, I would love to have us all assemble up front while Nicole is playing. We can get together and take a photo. And if you have to run, have a great morning.
Oh yeah. Thank you.
Where can I buy the shirt?
It was sold only when they dropped it. It sold out fast.
No, there's no way.
No way. Yeah, this thing sold out way. It sold out that week. So yeah, it was quick.
It's an awesome shirt. Yeah, good job.
Thank you.
Yeah. rule.